Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor, and today I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. Your reading is now activated. You have clicked on it, you've heard a few words, and now you are communing with it. It sees you, you see it, and now, well, you have some kind of bond, right? Hopefully something within this reading will speak to you. It might not be your story. Heck, it might seem completely foreign to you. But I promise you there will be something. There will be a little sparkle, okay? A little, I don't know, something like a synchronicity or a number, a symbol that you haven't seen in lifetimes, and suddenly there it is. There you are. I've been waiting for you for so long. Do you know what I mean? So let's begin with this energy we have here. Yeah, the Knight of Discs. I like to pull a card for every reading because it kind of sets the tone a little bit, tells me, what are we working with? What is the atmosphere of this ordeal, of this scenario, of this message that spirit, that the divine wants us to receive? And so with this very earthy, as we know, the discs are the earth element. With this very earthy energy, we also begin to peer at mastery, right? The king, the knight, this is somebody who is devoted, somebody who has given their life, their whole life, away to a path, to their true will, maybe. Maybe it's a falsehood. Maybe it's a misstep. Maybe it's a distraction. Sometimes we do that, right? We spend a couple years, we spend a couple decades doing something we know we probably should have picked something else, right? Maybe the wrong job, living in a place that just is not aligned with our well-being, maybe a relationship. Maybe, I don't know. It could be anything that you put your time in. I mean, dang, it could be these days, right? Let's talk about it in like real, honest, modern terms. You could have like gotten into playing like a video game and you've been doing it for like the last decade, right? You come home from work and that's what you do. That's your hobby. And I'm not saying that's bad. I'm not judging. I'm all about them sub-realities. But sometimes we pick something because it feels good, because it feels like home, because it is just, enough of a distraction that, our brain loop can really like get into. And there's no real ethical or moral place to stand here and look at that. Besides, sometime we will wake up and say, I don't know, was that the right one? Was that the right choice? So the knight, the king of discs, is mastering within the earth energy, which is our waking life, our physical world. It doesn't always mean mastering the right things. It can be though, right? If you are good at, something that creates resources for you or creates happiness for you, creates security and safety and meets your, basic needs, then that's a good thing. And hopefully we all find at least that, right? I'm still looking sometimes. I mean, the way that life has quickened for us humans, we have to keep being on our hustle. I don't think it's like it used to be. Like you're the dude that's really good at like, trapping, and I mean animal, like hunting, right? And then there's like, you know, another dude that's really good at picking the berries and all that. And that's what you spend your life doing. You're the berries guy, right? And that's what you just kind of, you know, now you got to have like 4 berry hustles, you know, and when one isn't working anymore, you gotta get on to the next business. And so, or the next job or the next skill set. And, you know, that's a lot. It's a lot. We're living in a brave new world, aren't we? Anyways, sorry, not to get cynical here. It's actually a very beautiful day. It's very bleak here. It's actually, what is the date? I've been telling you guys the date lately, so you know when I'm doing these readings. It is Thursday, the 20th of November, 2025. This doesn't pertain to any certain time period, except for I want you to know when I did the recording. That's all. Now, 72. This has been a very holy number for me lately. It's showing up in the readings a lot. I want you to take note of this number. This seems to be collectively important because it's been across the signs. Okay, 72. Now, I know, and let's not get it going. I just want to point this out. We also have the 6-7. I'm not going to say it in the voice. Don't worry. We know that this is like a cultural phenomena around younger people. If you are older and like don't have kids, or you're not like, you know, up on all the teen stuff or whatever, you're lucky. But you know, those of us who have seen it, have heard it, have witnessed it, it is, you know, just one of those silly catchphrase kind of things. The kind of, you know, I don't know, like thought forms flowing through the collective zeitgeist. And it probably means a lot of different things. I recently watched a documentary, well, not a YouTube video, a little YouTube video about it. And apparently the guy that the saying comes from, the song that he did, this rapper, and I don't want to say his name because I don't remember exactly. I think he's like, I don't know. I don't know his music, honestly. I listen to a lot of rap, but I don't know this dude. He's maybe more like trap or whatever. Anyways, a practitioner of Santeria, supposedly. Not just a passive, like, you know, aesthetic practitioner, initiated, working under and somebody. You know, I don't know what their system and their positions are called, so I don't want to disinform or speculate or any of that stuff. I just will say that I am a profound appreciator of all of these kinds of fetish and low magic. Or it's not low magic, but folk magic, whatever. These are kind of outmoded terms. Anyways, a practitioner. Okay. So interesting that this thought form would be unleashed by somebody who partakes in a system that does have a lot of sympathetic magic. Okay. Also, you know, if you have any ideas or understandings of things like sigils or drawing in energies through symbols and people partaking in ritual unknowingly and this kind of thing, yeah, it's interesting, right? This energy being drawn in by this number that is uttered. There is a hand movement that goes with it. There is, you know, the numbers and the visual aspect. It is a well-formed hypersigil, in my opinion. It also equates Bana. right? Bana is 67 in, I always make, how do you say it? Germantria? I don't know. I'm not good at pronouncing things. I'm self-taught, you guys, okay? But anyway, so this is all interesting to me. When I see the 6-7, I'm just, Bana, if you are unaware of Bana, is a sphere on the Sephiroth, the tree of life within the Kabbalistic system. And it is representative of the mother, of the womb, of the nest, of the place that we go to reform ourselves, right? It is also associated with Saturn. My father. And we are coming up on, right, Saturn season. It's almost Saturnalia. And so again, always so interested in this. So now you have that energy. You have the energy of not only Earth through our Knight of Discs tarot card, we also have the energy of Saturn. Now, one of the first processes, or the first process in alchemy is, right, driving of the lead. What does that mean? We have the prima materia, which is the soil, right? The thing that all things are made from. Now, it is full of impurities and heavy metals. Lead is Saturn. So the process of purifying the prima materia, the stuff you're going to cook with, the stuff you're going to build with, you're going to go through and extract the lead. Okay. And then, what do we call it? Psychological alchemy and spiritual alchemy. This is the process of shadow work. Okay. So this is confronting those hurtful places within self, those dark places, those violent, those uncouth, those taboo, deviant places within self, which we all have. Okay? So when we see this number, to me, it really is this kind of indicator that, yeah, collectively, we are kind of going through this, swift, just chaotic, surreal kind of postmodern landscape. I mean, it's just moving so quickly, but we're also collectively losing our ability to hide behind our masks. Have you noticed how just over it people are? Have you noticed that people are just starting to say what they feel? Like we've come out of that era of being hyper conscious of all of the words we're using, how we're speaking, you know what I mean? Because people are afraid of getting in trouble for what they're saying, which, to some degree, yeah. But it shouldn't be to the level that we don't speak. If you've been on my channel, I'm wrong a lot about I'm just, I'm a human being with a jumbly kind of glitchy brain anyways, but I'm just coming from where I am positioned, where I can see from, which is limited at best, right? I'm trying to learn to see from many different positions, but listen, we're all just trying to evolve, I think, not some of us anyways, evolve this ability to see things as dynamically as possible. And sometimes you're going to fail in that. Sometimes you're going to say the wrong thing. Sometimes you're going to, yeah. And so I feel and this is an indicator not only for the collective, but for you as well. I mean, just you. the mask is slipping. And that's maybe not a bad thing. Because whatever you are underneath there, I bet it's pretty great. And honestly, I think if we don't start letting ourselves out, we're not going to survive as a species. Reality, in its many forms, is like, it's almost like it's like begging us as humans to cut this BS, dude. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I feel like anyways, it's like, we're just at a point where it's like you have, like, you're either going to do the dang old thing, right? Or you're just going to, I don't know. It's just going to, entropy is here in a lot of different ways. I know that we're all feeling the tremors. And I'm sorry, I'm going on and on here. But listen, it's not bad. I'm not saying that this is a bad thing. It's an uncomfortable thing. Listen, I do the work just like you do the work. You're here because we both do the work. The work is scary. The work is hard. The work sucks. The work might not even mean anything. Who knows? But it's all there is. And there's a lot of freaking joy and love in it. More so than the other. So we must be brave. And we got to do what we got to do. Now, we have the cow. Look at this guy right here. It's the big outline of the cow. Now, we have a person on, and look, they have a snake. They're holding a snake. So, we have the revealer. We have the revealer. We also have, and I feel, I'm going to just tell you, I feel really some type of way saying this. Because of, and I'm trying to get up closer here. Look, okay, so if this is the back of this cow, and this is the, like, bottom and the legs and stuff, look at its face, dude. It looks like it has, like, an eye patch on, and the mouth is like this. And honestly, with this, it's goofy. It just looks goofy, right? But with this setup, I'm like, this is the mother energy, and I don't want to say that this is the mother, like, that's her face. But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Sometimes it'd be like that. Sometimes this is probably how my daughter would draw me, I imagine. It would be glasses, not the patch, but still. Anyways, so the mother energy, and we have the revealer. So I feel like as this, profound, collective experience that we're going through is happening, I also feel like in your personal life, there has been this period of time where you are coming to some really painful, and what I would consider you to believe to be true, right? Understandings about yourself. But here's the thing, is that even though there is this revelation and it feels like it's kind of brutal at times, like it could have been a little like, hey, whoever's up there, maybe like, let's slow down on all the crises in my life. And then also throwing all of the insomnia where I'm up at 3 a.m, analyzing why I have, social anxiety all the time, or whatever, you're like, really going through these periods of self-archaeology. And I think that with that mother energy, there's like this sense of ease, a sense of maybe not feeling scared anymore for a moment. Like, I feel like, and as I'm doing this reading, I feel like there's a sense of like, you always feel like you have to explain why you're doing something, or like you preemptively apologize, even though it's not something that you probably even need to apologize for, like, at all. And it's just this constant like, oh, I'm sorry, you know? And I feel like you almost feel like you have to qualify why you even deserve to be in a certain place. You know what I mean? Like, you get invited to something and you're there, and you know, you're trying to qualify to yourself, like, why they would even invite you, or, you know, why you deserve to be included or a part of something, you know, whatever. And I feel like through this work that you're doing right now, there are these moments where you are finding that, and it's like a hum far in the back of your head that is like, you know, tied into this self-confidence stuff, right? This shame stuff. And through doing this work, which is hard work, I feel like it's starting to quiet, even just for like moments. Where like maybe you go about your day and you're not wondering why, you know, why are you here? I mean, I laugh because I mean, I do constantly wonder, like, why am I here? Why am I in this body? Like, is this my body? But I did just like this moment where it's like, I'm just existing, and I don't have to think about like why I'm existing, or if I deserve to be existing, or if I like change this little something here, or if I had done this little something there, I would exist in a way that, you know, might be better. You're always tinkering and trying to fix it, you know, and then finally coming into that moment, or little moments, or small periods of time, maybe even days of just being at ease with living. And I think that's the big thing for you here. I think that's the big thing with that mother energy. It is that feeling of being able to, you know, be out in the world, eking it out like we all do. I think about this with my daughter. She goes to school and has to do all the socializing, all of the ordeals of childhood, the learning, the feelings, the, you know, everything is novel, and it's a lot. And then as soon as I get out of the car to greet her at pickup, and she runs and she like pushes her head into my stomach and hugs me, and it's like safe harbor for, you know, after having been out in this wild world all day long, you come to a place where you don't have to worry about making any decisions, or if things are going to be, you know, done, or are you going to eat next, or are you going to go here, are you going to go, Mom is going to decide, and Mom's going to take care of it, and Mom's going to be there, and Mom's, you know. And so to come into that energy while you're doing this work, that could make me cry just thinking about it. That is heaven, you guys. Like, those are like, heck with like all this, let's get our lives perfect, and, you know, one day we're gonna retire and sail into the sunset. It's going to be amazing. Bro, I would be on that boat mad. Who left this open? Who did, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to escape. But these moments in life where we do the hard thing, or we are brave and we say, you know what, dude, I'm going to look at this stuff about me, this stuff about my life, this stuff about the cosmos and everything in between, right? I'm going to look at it. I'm really going to do something here. I'm really going to engage this. I'm going to live in this, in this path. And then you get these moments of, it's like walking into the inner sanctum. And I know you might think, well, it's not that profound, dude, Take a Ativan or whatever. No, don't. Please don't, if you can manage not to. But nothing is like this. Nothing is like this when you learn to create your own mind state. You might think of like being a magician, being a wizard, being a witch, whatever the heck you want to call him, the magus, the architect, as being somebody who's like, oh, I'm building castles and wealth and living forever, the everlasting life. Yeah, maybe. But you know who the real ones are? Those are the ones that learn to control, or maybe learn to uncontrol, their perception, their inner world, what they notice in the collective, in the consensus, where they go in that space, what they spend their time with, what they think about, how they feel, and how they recognize that they make other people feel. It's not that profound. And yet, it is the most profound thing that we can do, accomplish, when dwelling in these archetypes and applying them to our lives. These are the real secrets. They're all mundane. The real secrets are all mundane. The real secrets are all mundane. They are in the subtleties of life. Period. Now, we also have, it looks like, I'm going to guess the name Lee. It could be LTE, but it looks like LEE to me, okay? Down here we also have, what is this one? Lucy. Let's see. L-U, we'll go that way. C-Y. Lucy. Makes me think of the Black Album. Yes. Okay. Now, where are we going? We have a 6 and a 2. Now, no. It shifted. Now it's the 5-2. 5 and a 2. Or it could be SU. We have two people right here beneath the moon. It is the new moon as I do this reading. We also have a person right here beneath the moon making an offering. Okay, so I'm guessing here that you are going night side, my loves. You are going night side. What does that mean? You're going to have some really active dreams, maybe visitations. If you're somebody that has visitations or direct encounters with entities, of any kind, right? It's going to be a more active period of time. Visions, maybe waking up at odd hours, feeling like you can't sleep, sleep paralysis, shadow people, fox maidens, take your pick, something, something going on. It feels to me that this is something that is welcomed, and that you'll use it intentionally, which is always, to me, exciting. I love when phenomena starts to pop up, as long as it's not affecting like my greater family, right? Especially my daughter. That's been a whole thing, in learning how to try to. I don't even know how to explain it. Build walls around people to keep the work contained, right? So yeah, I don't know. It's just, I feel like there's going to be a lot of activity for you. Absolutely. Let's do our lucky numbers and we're out of here, baby. We out of here, baby. We out of here, baby. All right, 38. 38, 43, 43, 88, all right, 88. Okay, Sagittarius, I love you. Thank you for being here. If you want to like, subscribe, or leave a comment, I'd love to hear from you. Other than that, we'll talk soon. I love you, I love you, I love you.